Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Prashant Joshi, co-founder of Gurukul Yoga and Food Yogini. A warm welcome to the global audience for this free heart health webinar offered by Food Yogini as our inaugural launch. And the title is Breathe and Meditate with Your Sweetheart. Our presenter today is Manju Joshi, co-founder of Gurukul Yoga and Food Yogini. Couple of quick housekeeping items. This webinar is being recorded, so if you wish to not be part of it, please leave any time. We will take about 30 to 40 minutes of your time, so appreciate your time and thank you for joining. So let's get started. So the agenda for this webinar, of course, is a warm welcome and introducing the speaker. We will also talk about why we chose this topic, heart health, a very important topic as our inaugural topic. We'll talk about the Ayurvedic perspective on health, on heart, and also share some yogic practices for heart, which we will be actually doing those simultaneously with us. And we'll recap this with some takeaways and some exciting new offerings that we are coming out with as part of our Food Yogini launch. And we are always here to answer your questions, so feel free to drop us a note, and we look forward to serving you. With that, let me introduce the speaker for today's presentation. Manju Joshi, aka Coach M, the title that has been given to her by kids as part of her teachings for many, many years at Gurukul Yoga. So we are here in Austin, Texas, and Manju has a master's in Sanskrit and Yoga from Pune University. She has a bachelor's in psychology, child psychology, and she has been a co-founder of Gurukul Yoga since 2000, and now this brand new initiative called Food Yogini. My better half for the past 25 years. She is, of course, a mom of her two daughters, Veda and Ila. She loves to cook, and that's at the root of some of these initiatives that we are starting. So feeding holistic foods, nutritious foods, and of course, delicious foods. She loves to read. She has a huge appetite for feeding and reading. We all love to travel as a family, and she's a very passionate healer. Again, she's been doing this work for a long time as a nutrition coach, as well as a yoga coach. And of course, she's a very humble person, so she considers herself a rookie, but really a so-called master coach for the past 25 years with many, many credentials under her name. She loves to research. She has actually conducted many trials on diabetes, on depression, and many other ailments. And she, of course, has directed the whole yoga teacher training program at Gurukul Yoga. She's a published author of a novella called Goodbye from WTC, and of course she's published numerous articles in reputable journals. She's a Reiki master who has trained many Reiki professionals as well, Reiki practitioners. So with that, let me hand over the microphone to our presenter today, Coach M, Manju Joshi.
Thank you, Coach P. Prashant, for this warm introduction, and welcome all of you. Thank you for joining this webinar. It's our first webinar from Food Yogini, and we are so glad that you are here. So again, warm welcome to all of you. So February is a heart month. In many ways, you know, it's for February 14th being a Saint Valentine's Day, which brings the loved ones together, and also it is a officially Heart Health Month. So that's why we chose to have this workshop in the month of February, and then we will talk about some tidbits about heart also. So It's a tiny organ. Our heart is a very tiny organ, about 8 ounces in women and 10 ounces in men. So that's how it much weighs. So very tiny organ, but it does amazing things. It beats about 2 to 3 billion times during our lifetime. Uh, it also pumps about 2,000 gallons of blood every day and beats about 100,000 times per day. So you can see how big work it does, how much big work it does, and it's an amazing organ. So would love to talk about it, and I'm sure you all are ready to listen to it more about it also. Um, Although it beats about 3 billion times per our lifetime, it can be cut short by many things. And there are some scary statistics there. American Heart Association has come up with these statistics early in January 2016. So it is still a number one killer worldwide. 1 out of 4 American dies of heart attack or heart disease every year. That's 1 in 4 Americans, and unfortunately, more women than men, simply because it goes undetected in women. So, men out there, please take care of women in your life, and of course, take care of yourself as well. And women, don't forget to take care of yourself as well. It is no more old age disease. Many young kids, young people are falling victims of this heart disease. So um, there is nothing that we can say that okay, when I get old, I will start taking care of my heart. There is no such thing like that. So it is not too early to take care of your heart. So any time in your life you can start thinking about your heart. um, Another statistics is how much money is being spent in the United States alone. So about $313 billion spent every year in the United States, and that is only after you get diagnosed with the heart disease. There are of course risk factors: high blood pressure, um, high cholesterol, diabetes, obesity, smoking, and surprisingly, American Heart Association also says that depression is one of the leading causes of heart disease. So there is something called broken heart syndrome. So if you lose, or if you have lost your loved one, or any loss of relationship, and if you haven't coped well with it, you may go into depression, and it may lead to heart disease. So people can literally die of broken heart syndrome. And one needs to get counseling, needs to take care of oneself during the time of during the time of grief and loss, and yoga being very helpful in this case as well. So it is a very preventable and reversible in some cases, and we are going to talk about it. So just a little tagline here that we have, Prashant and I, we always talk about this. So if you have seen the movie called Apollo 13, there was a tagline where they used to say that Houston, we have a problem. So we, being in Austin, we say, hey, Austin, we have a solution. So, for many, many things, solutions are simple. And of course, yoga is the most effective solution of all. As promised, we will also talk about Ayurvedic perspective on heart. So the Sanskrit word in which most of the Ayurvedic texts are written. So the Sanskrit word for heart is Rudayam. Many people know about this word Rudayam, but let me break it down for you. So there are three words in that. Ru means to take, the means to give, and yam means to circulate. And if you look at the function of our heart, it does exactly the same thing, right? I mean, it takes blood from one side, purifies it, and then gives and circulates the purified blood throughout the body, right? So, Rudayam, take, give, and circulate. Um, so it's very wonderful. It's a beautiful word, and you can see how they have come up with this word. You know, a lot of wisdom behind just this word itself, Rudayam. Um, According to Ayurveda, heart is not just a physical organ, but also an emotional organ. So it is heart is called maternal organ in Ayurveda. So taking care of your emotional heart is as important as taking care of your physical heart. That's what Ayurveda believes. Um, and then, if you are familiar with chakra theory in yoga, and if you are not, that's not a problem, you know, big deal. We will talk about chakras later in some other course as well. So, so basically, according to yoga, there are 7 main chakras or energy centers in our body. Actually, it is in the subtle body, and heart being the fourth one, and each chakra has a bija mantra or the mantra that is beneficial to that particular chakra. And if you look at the mantra for heart, it is yam, the last word in Rudayam, to circulate. So, what chakra theory says is this heart chakra's energy is love, pure love, unconditional love. So, we need to receive the unconditional love, or you know, the love from our loved ones. We need to of course give it out, and then we need to circulate that love throughout our family, society, world, and that's how we can heal our physical, emotional, and spiritual heart. So it's a very beautiful theory, and I'm sure you're intrigued by it, and we will talk more about it later in some other chakra course. So also we promised that we will talk about at least one herb which is useful for heart, or which is very important for heart, and that's being Arjuna. It is the most recommended Ayurvedic herb for the heart. Arjuna, the herb Arjuna slows down the release of toxic hormones. And then the recent research also has revalidated Ayurvedic the Arjuna's role in promoting cardiovascular health. So there is lot of research been going on. It is a great restorative, which means you know, it is often recommended after the heart surgery, um, and then it also soothes physical and emotional heart. So it's very good for your emotions as well. It calms you down, and it also balances 3 doshas. So that's another theory of Ayurveda, which we will talk in some other webinar. But these 3 doshas, according to Ayurveda, though these are our basic constitutions, and they are based on the 5 elements. So the vata being mostly air and ether, pitta being fire and water, and then kapha being earth and water. So these are the 5 elements, combination of 5 elements in 3 doshas, and this herb balances all the 3 doshas. But of course, you know, before taking any medication, please do consult your physician or yeah, your medical professional. So we don't recommend it starting right away. Then we will also going to talk about a spice which is very useful for heart. and that's being cinnamon. And we chose this spice for many reasons. Cinnamon is packed with calcium and fiber. So, what does that mean? So, fiber and calcium help transport bile salts outside of the body, and then the body has to produce more bile salts and for other bodily functions, and it does it by breaking down cholesterol. So, thus, it can reduce the cholesterol as well. It's packed with antioxidants and it lowers blood glucose. Now, we have seen that diabetes is one of the leading causes of heart disease. So, it has this dual purpose that it lowers cholesterol and it lowers blood glucose. Both are, leading causes of heart disease. And you don't need to take a lot in your diet to get the uh, proper benefit of it. So only 1/2 to 1 teaspoon a day, and then you can get it by sprinkling on your tea, coffee, milk, cereal, or simply sprinkling on a piece of banana or apple, and it tastes delicious and smells great. So I hope you will include that in your diet. All right. And as Prashant promised earlier in this webinar, that we will practice together a few things. And pranayam practice is very important for our heart health. Pranayam, again, it's a yogic practice. Prana means prana is our vital energy, and ayama is to regulate or control. So by regulating this vital energy, we can regulate our health as well. Now, there are many recommended practices for overall health. We have chosen few of them. Of course, yogic deep breathing for anything, and essential for anything. Then we have chosen left nostril breathing, anulom vilom, and also Brahmari pranayam. So left nostril breathing is also called Chandra Abhyas or Chandra Bhedan pranayam. In human beings, only one nostril is active at a time. I'm sure you know about this. And it is found in the research that when we are calm, quiet, loving, um, with loving energy, our left nostril is active. And that also calms your mind. So if you activate the left nostril, that will calm the mind. And also it cools down our body temperature. So it brings down the body temperature. So it has, lots of benefits. If you have insomnia, you can also try it before going to bed. That also, left nostril breathing helps with that as well. We are also going to practice Brahmari pranayam, which is a bumblebee sound, very soothing and calming pranayam for overall health as well as for your heart. And then there is Anulom Vilom, which we may not practice, but it is simply alternate nostril breathing. And we may do a separate webinar on just breathing practices itself. So let's get ready for some practice. You have been sitting, so let's stretch a little bit. Let's raise the arms up, all the way up, stretch, and then slowly bring them down. And now we'll do it with breathing. So inhale, stretch your arms up, and then exhale, bring them down. Okay, let's do some deep breathing. Keep your shoulders wide open. Sit nice and tall, eyes lightly closed, and keep your face relaxed. Make sure your eyes are closed and no pressure on your eyes or your around your eyebrows. So let's keep everything relaxed. Let's take a deep breath in. Inhale, expand your chest, your belly, and then exhale slowly. Take your belly in, empty out your lungs. Okay, let's do it 2 more times. Inhale and exhale slowly. And just one more time, inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Great, relax. And now we'll practice the left nostril breathing. It's called Chandra Abhyas, this particular breathing technique. So please place your right hand between your eyebrows, fingers of your right hand between your eyebrows, and then close your right nostril with the thumb. Okay, gently press on your on your right nostril with the thumb. And now inhale through the left nostril only. Again, deep breath, expand the chest, your belly, and exhale through the left nostril only. So we'll keep the right nostril closed all the time. Again, inhale through your left and exhale through your left. And continue for one more time. Inhale through your left and exhale through your left. Good. Now bring your hand down and you can do your normal breathing. Your eyes are still closed. And you can do this left nostril breathing at least 5 to 10 times at a time. And several times during the day if you feel anxious or simply you need to calm down. Good. Now keep your eyes closed and now we'll do the Brahmari Pranayam or the bumblebee sound. It sounds like a female bumblebee going around. And please do it slowly without any pressure anywhere on your chest or heart. So if you feel uncomfortable, you can stop and just breathe. Don't prolong the sound for too long. Let's begin the practice now. Now we'll inhale through both the nostrils and exhale with the bumblebee sound. Okay, so let's begin. Inhale, exhale with the sound. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale with the sound. Normal breathing. Great. I hope you are feeling much calmer by now. So it's the time to practice some meditation. Keep your eyes closed and again relax your face. Drop your shoulders down. You can keep your hands in your lap for now or keep them in Dhyana Mudra, which is you curl your index finger and join with the thumb and remaining 3 fingers reasonably straight. Again, allow yourself to relax. Breathe in and out slowly. Restoring the rhythm of our breathing and rhythm of our life. And now imagine a beautiful beam of pink light above your head. And now it is slowly coming down and touching the crown top of your head. And slowly it is coming down, entering your crown, your head, and coming down to your throat slowly. Just imagine this beam of light slowly traveling down to your throat. No rush. Going to your shoulders, both of them, and then coming to your heart. And now it is touching your heart and enveloping your heart completely. This beam of light is surrounding your heart. Beautiful, soothing, calming pink light, symbol of divine love, entering your heart and surrounding it too. You are receiving divine love. Now bring your hands to your heart side by side, covering your heart as if you are keeping this beautiful light inside of you, holding it there. You may feel warm sensation around your heart, chest. Your hands may feel warm as well. Just enjoy that warmth. Receive. And now be with this light for a few more seconds. Just enjoy. Breathe normally. Remember, you are receiving the divine love, accepting the love, loving yourself. So you can give out that love. You can circulate. Hridayam. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in now. Exhale slowly. And allow this light to fade away slowly in the universe. Express your gratitude for this divine love that you just received. Thank you, universe. Now gently rub your hands. Bring some warmth in them. And now place your hands over your eyes. Feel that warmth over your eyes and your face. Place your hands on your head. Energize your brain as well. And bring your hands down now. And may there be harmony, health, and happiness with you all the time. Please remember that you can always invite this pink light whenever you need extra dose of love, loving energy. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Manju. So, folks, I'm sure you've witnessed some bliss. So, let us just recap the last 25-30 minutes. Remember, heart health is not just about this month of February. It's about taking care of yourself. That's why we have this figure on the right is giving yourself a hug. Make sure you're getting a hug, you're giving a hug. That's the way you take care of your heart and your sweetheart every day. So make sure you're receiving, you're giving. It's a two-way street. Again, as we mentioned earlier, it's a very much preventable and reversible dis-ease. But make sure holistic foods and practices are very much an integral part of your lifestyle, so that you're not just an afterthought about trying to take care of things with very invasive procedures. And we always say life is short. Sometimes it becomes bitter and short, and it's really up to us to make it sweet and long. And anytime you feel despair, just take a deep breath and say, yes, you can. That's the positive affirmation with which we kind of wind down from this webinar, that yes, you can, but it's really about practice, practice, practice. So with that, let us just briefly talk about what Food Yogini is going to do in the coming months in terms of taking care of you in various holistic practices. And so if you look at the website today, there's a three-day detox therapy that's available. There's a lot of work that has gone into it. So please take advantage of it and sign up. There's a special discount available for this month with the promo code FYLOVE. Again, we do want to encourage you to take this seriously, so you'll really start enjoying it, becomes part and parcel of your life. One-on-one holistic consultations and practice, again, that's also available now, so you can sign up and then we can schedule. There are blogs that are available on the website as we speak, some recipes for delicious and nutritious foods. There's also a Facebook page available. And what we are working on is these monthly webinars on various topics coming up in March, April, May, and so on. Again, colorful foods. March, there's a colorful festival coming up. Spring is coming up. So colorful foods is one topic that we are thinking about. Spring allergies, unfortunately, there's a lot of suffering out there. And of course, in the context of detox, that's also on our minds. Addictions is very near and dear to our hearts in terms of really reversing some habits, whatever they are, from sugar to smoking to drinking to so on. So that is a topic we are looking at. But again, your wish list does matter. So please share your wish list on what would you like to see, and we will definitely create the content. Exciting eco-conscious and holistic products. That's something we are working on to bring out on the website, so that You can consume them without feeling guilty. And so it's really a win-win for the planet as well as for yourself. So with that, we again want to thank you for joining. Thank you, speaker, Coach M, Manju, for your knowledge and wisdom. And let's end with this poetry as Manju ended the meditation with harmony, health, happiness message. So this is our poetry that has come about. Let there be harmony with or without money. Let there be health with or without wealth. And let there be happiness with or without busyness. So whether your life is up or down, make sure happiness is all within you. So just remember that all the time and practice, practice, practice. So with that, again, we want to thank you for joining. Thank you for your time. Do share with us your thoughts, any questions. The coordinates are listed here. hello@foodyoginia.com or gurukul@gurukulyoga.com, or the phone number is listed there as well. So with that, again, we thank you for your time and namaste. Thank you.